reintroduce you. You know, just welcome to this interview. We have with us Mr. Anthony Wyley, aka Kid Class.
Man, it's good to be here.
And it's good to have you here. Alright, so just for the people watching, like, tell us, a bit about your professional background or how you got introduced to the music industry.
Really, I got cut from the basketball team and found a new hobby.
Fair enough.
But I was always inspired by music, but I just didn't know it. And God put me in the band class, and I don't know, I ain't signed up for bands, but I signed up for art, and God put me in band. It's crazy. So.
And it just seemed to work out, right?
Yeah, seemed to work out. I was stubborn then, but it worked out.
Okay. Well, tell us how you got introduced to the music industry as far as your professional background. Like, how did you start studying or getting ready for the music industry?
As far as how I got introduced to like the professional aspect, it had to be Grand Hustle. But I got there because of Miller Grove. I don't know if you remember when who came to us? I think it was Alpha Mega and a girl named Hannah, and they had did some interviewing. Not interviewing. They had did I don't know. I don't want to say it was a panel, but they were speaking. They came speaking to speak. It wasn't a panel because everybody was asking questions and nothing. But I don't know, man. My boy Rick went up to Hannah, like, man, my boy can rap, my boy can produce, my boy can do everything and all that. He was like, we were trying to send y'all stuff. And then she was like, oh, don't send me nothing. Like, she was like, don't send me nothing. Come on in for an interview. I said, okay.
Yeah.
And I said, we'll be there. So we did the interview, and fortunately I got the intern. I had to wait till I turned 18. I was 17 when that happened.
Very nice.
So I turned 18 that April. So I'm working for them.
How was your experience with Grand Hustle, and what would you say of your experience interning?
It was great. In high school I ain't never really been like that. That was a real studio. Like, it was real. I don't know. It was professional. So in high school, you got people's houses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a different levels, and it just in a sense opened my eyes because I'm actually around the T.I.s and who else? I seen Usher. Like, it was just so many people, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, this put in my mind, it's like, oh, this possible because I'm right next to. And I'm in Atlanta, I'm still living here, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm right next to Usher, I'm right next to this. It's like, okay, this is possible. So it just really put it in place that I'm not tripping. That you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you have a dream, it's like, am I tripping? Like, is this achievable? And like, nah, that solidified. It was like, nah, I ain't tripping. I can do this. They did it.
Yeah. Okay. So tell us about your own label now and how you got started with that.
M.A.D.A.R came about. I kept coming up with label names, but M.A.D.A.R came about really off of a saying, make a dream reality. But I would just always respond in conversation with it, cause everybody, hey man, how you been? What you been up to? Like, man, just trying to make a dream reality. So.
Like, how was your day-to-day experience as an engineer or producer?
Man, busy. Busy. Like, when I'm not engineering, I'm producing. So it's like, even though the work, like, in the actual production aspect, the worlds collide, which makes the end-all product to be great, you know what I'm saying? But busy. You ain't really got time.
Okay. Are there any organizations that you're a part of that helps you, like, collect royalties or, like, helps with publishing?
ASCAP.
Okay.
ASCAP. That I literally just got out of my BMI contract. So.
Okay. And there's like a few different ones, right? You said ASCAP,
BMI, and CSAC.
CSAC. Okay.
And I was leaning more towards CSAC at one point, but my manager was like the head of ASCAP for like 7 years.
Okay.
So I started leaning more towards ASCAP, but I did my research. I didn't do it just because of that.
Very true.
I just like the interaction that ASCAP has and CSAC has. BMI, I had signed with them in like '08.
Yeah.
I ain't never talked to them.
Man.
So, I mean, ain't no shade on them, but I was
Right.
just like, man, I need somebody to talk to now. Like,
Very
and
true.
actually interact with me, so
Very
I like
true.
that.
Okay, and you said I guess in previous conversation we mentioned something like a TuneCore, like these online streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
How beneficial to the artist do you think these streaming services are?
I think it's very beneficial because it's like when you're on Google and you got these different websites just pop up with this one song, and it's in a fan sense you're working. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though they don't even know it just came through this one website and you just put your stuff on multiple stuff, but it's like, you know, if you pop up on more than one site, man, it's good because everybody don't use iTunes. Some people use Spotify.
Right, exactly.
So it's like if you get this one site to go to all of these places,
Mm-hmm.
and it's great. And I don't think it's expensive at all. I don't think. I think it's like $20 or something.
Yeah, it's real cheap, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any advice that you would impart on like someone trying to get into the same industry as you, like myself, perhaps?
Stay humble. Get around as many people as you can that's doing what you want to do. That's for anything.
Very true. Expand the network.
Yeah, man, the network. But then just even taking habits away from the people that does what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So like, release parties, just find out about everything. I don't know how big are you on social networks, but that's key. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the keys because you find out about different events. Like everybody ain't passing out the flyers no more.
Very true.
Because everybody, if you got 3,000 followers on Twitter, they go a flyer to 3,000 people there. You know what I'm saying? So people still do footwork, but on social networks the key.
Social network.
And the listening parties are key.
Okay.
Visiting different studios when they have like different events. I think Patchwork does the I Do Music event or something like that. So,
how difficult do you feel it is to separate yourself from your work when you have like all of these different type of events going on? Like let's say, you know, you're real focused and you have like a project you're working on, but it's like a listening party that you know you have to go to for networking or the club or...
Well, now I don't really go to them like that just because like I did that like for some years, probably like 2-3 years, even while, you know what I'm saying, just while me producing and stuff like that. Like as soon as I quit my job, it's one of the things I had to do.
Yeah.
I knew people while I was working. I definitely knew people because I was already doing that. But then when you quit, you have more time. You know what I'm saying? To do that. So it's not difficult now. Then it's just, I don't know, it probably was more time consuming then. But now it's not that difficult.
How do you feel now that you finally quit your day job and are like literally just focused on music?
Man, I feel awesome. I feel like I ain't worked in 2 years.
Wow.
Really, I mean, that was the last time I had a job.
Yeah.
So, and I just bought a car, and it's just amazing. It amazes me, like the blessings God has stored upon me just because I bought a car off of doing what I love. You know what I'm saying? So that's, man, it feels awesome. Like it's not even like being your own boss thing, cause it's still people you gotta talk to. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, to not, I don't know, like, you know, like, I don't wake up and just be like, oh man, I gotta go to this. I don't wake up like people like I hate Mondays. Like every day is the same for me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like I'm just working. Like I'm working to become the Diddy's and all that stuff. But
very true.
Man, I love it. It's a huge difference, man. You know how you was in school and everybody like, man, if you do what you love, you ain't gotta work a day in your life. Yeah. That's real.
That's real? All right,
that's
man.
That's definitely real.
I definitely look forward to it. Anthony, it was great having you here.
Yeah, man.